Today, guys, we got some American brewskis, or at least just one single brewski here. It's a bottle. It's white, black. The beer's gonna be super dark. I'm pretty excited about it. It looks like a scary skeleton cartoon thing, so I'm quite excited about it. It's an Imperial Porter and it's 10%. Let's fucking do this. Beer, 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 beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, Mate Brewski from the Brewski Review. And today the beer that I have for you guys, like I said, it is from the States, which is pretty cool. They don't come up here too often, but hey, we have from Flying Dog, Gonzo Imperial Porter, which is a pretty badass logo. You have what seems to be a skull saying, "Okay, let's party," with a cowboy hat, smoking a cigarette, which is pretty damn badass. It is 10% alcohols by volume, no listed IBUs on the very beautifully well done bottle design. No IBUs, I don't think, on... Oh, we do have IBUs. 85 IBUs. It was boozy, it's bitter, and it's gonna be a fun time. So without further ado, let's crack this bad boy open. Please don't explode on me. And let's see what we got. We got our Oast House Chalice style glass. I haven't pulled this out in a while. Let's see what it looks like. Ooh, black goodness. Not gonna pour a lot. One, it's a small bottle. Two, it's 10%. So we're gonna take it slow, and I don't have too much beer on hand, so I kind of want to enjoy it. On the color, it is fairly dark, but not as dark as I thought it was gonna be. It's not super black. Nice brown head on top, looking ever so boobly. I'm pretty excited about this. Let's dive right in. I haven't had an Imperial Stout or an Imperial Porter in, probably about a year or so. So I am already salivating. I'm excited. It smells boozy. It smells roasty, dark chocolate molasses. Graham cracker, you know, biscuitiness in the background. I think it's at a perfect temperature. It wasn't in the fridge. Kept in the cold storage, which isn't super cold. Oh, that just smells like heaven. Let's dive right in. There it is. There it is. Not as boozy, or not as boozy alcoholic sharpness to it as I thought it was going to be, compared to some other Imperial stouts and porters that I've had in the past. Also, the hoppiness out of it, it's a quite more intense earthiness, dark, earthy, bitter. Bitterness that really shines through quite a bit, really intertwining itself with the chocolatey and boozy and biscuity notes that I'm getting off of this. But I need a little bit more, guys. Let's do this thing. Cheers, everybody. Well, let's keep on drinking. Okay, so where to start? Realistically, the biggest thing that hits first is definitely some chocolate notes, molasses, roastiness, coffee, but then right under it comes up that bitterness from the hops that have been used, I'm pretty sure, because it's not multi-flavor. It's very earthy, a quite earthy bitter hop bitterness to it, which comes up beautifully, almost like dirt in a sense. That might not sound the greatest, but kind of, it's the closest thing that I can relate it to. Dirt and woody sort of aspects coming to it, and that style of bitterness, and then also with the roastiness of the beer itself, which isn't super roasty to start, but that hoppiness, that hop quality of it just seems to intertwine and boost that roastiness up, and it just comes together quite beautifully. Like I said, you don't get as much alcohol bite compared to some other ones, but it's still there. It's just a lot less, which I actually quite enjoy. It doesn't break. It doesn't overshadow some of the other flavors in the beer already. Let's see what the bottle has to say. Flying Dog Gonzo Imperial Porter. I think I forgot to mention where they're from. They're from Maryland, which is pretty cool. Imperial Porter, 10% ABV, 85 IBUs according to the website. It never got weird enough for me. Hunter S. Thompson, they put on here. 355ml bottle, brewed by Flying Dog in Frederick, Maryland. Not Midland, Maryland, right? I'm like 99% sure. Yeah, Maryland. Frederick, Maryland. Pretty cool. Contains barley. Imported by the Craft Brand Company of Toronto, Ontario. No date code I don't see on this. Oh, wait, I lied. There is one. It looks like to be a best before date. It's a little hard to read. July 2022, I'm gonna guess. It's a little hard to decipher because they're just dots and they're kind of smushed a bit, but I think it says July 2022 that this goes, it's best before, which is great. I could definitely hold it for a little longer, but hey, I didn't because beer reviews, I guess. Yeah, quite a nice bottle design for sure. Sad to see there's no ingredients or no real description about the beer. But you know what, when it comes to bottles, you don't really have as much real estate compared to cans. Over on the website though, flyingdog.com, you go to the beer section and you do find Gonzo. It is available year-round, which is pretty surprising. You don't really get many Imperial Porters or dark porter beers and stouts in general that are year-round, which is kind of cool. On the website, you do get a description and it reads, "Too weird to live, too rare to die, Gonzo Imperial Porter is bold and forceful. Like the man it was brewed to honor, Dr. Hunter S. Thompson. Complex layers of roasted chocolate, coffee, brown sugar, and vanilla malt flavors are balanced with a one-of-a-kind hop bite that hits you like a homemade firecracker." Pretty good description so far. Buy the ticket and take the ride by pairing this rich, creamy porter with blue cheese, smoked meats, a barbecue, chili, chocolate, and coffee desserts. Best shared with your closest circle of friends, real or hallucinated. Pretty damn good stuff. It's available in bottles and in kegs. I love how they do put the a food pairing description right into the mix of the actual beer description, killing two birds with one stone. You also have a section of where to buy. For the nerd section, we have the malts that are used are caramel, black, and chocolate. Hops are Northern Brewer and Cascade. The yeast that they used were an American ale and English ale yeast. 85 IBUs. And special, I guess, nerdy stuff is fermented with 2 different yeast strains. So good once it hits. It was so good once it hits your lips. Damn straight it is. Scrolling down even more, you just get some other beery type stuff, but not related to this specific beer. Pretty cool looking website, not gonna lie. A lot better than some around here, to be quite honest. Good stuff. Moving over to Untapped. Damn. That's a... God. The use of hops in here. And how that earthiness comes up and just boom, boom, boosts that roastiness of the beer. I love that. I absolutely love that. Gonzo Imperial Porter has been given a 3.81 bottle caps out of 5, and that's out of a whopping 61,000 ratings on Untapped. Quite amazing, to be honest. Holy shit. That's awesome. Good stuff. At your local LCBO, I've only found it in one LCBO, so you might have to do a little bit of digging for this one. It was $4.95 for the 355 ml bottle. Now $4.95, $5 more or less for a bottle of beer. That's quite a bit of money. But remember, you have to think, this is coming from the States. There's going to be a lot more payments involved. Also, it's an Imperial Porter, which are usually more expensive because of the amount of cost it takes to actually make the beer. So you have to have those things in mind when you're going out to pick it up. But the good thing about this, if you want to pick 2 up, pick up 1 for now, wait and hold 1 and age it for a little longer, you can do that as well, and think of it as a flavorful investment. Gotta think smart, guys. Overall, it's a fantastic beer. Definitely an Imperial Porter flavor that I haven't gotten from all the other Imperial Porters and Imperial Stouts that I've had thus far. Really just changing it up just a little bit. It's not a huge drastic change from others, but it's just enough where it keeps you captivated, and it's just like, wow. Your mouth gets a little, you know, your taste buds, they tingle a little bit more. Everything gets a little bit more happier all inside. It's not an overly heavy beer by any means either. It's not sitting heavy, but it is definitely full-bodied, and it's definitely a little thicker compared to other beers. But overall, good stuff. Cheers on the final sip, guys. Let's get right to ratings and wrap this thing up. Fan-freaking-tastic. Flying Dog Gonzo Imperial Porter. I love the flavors, the chocolates, the coffees, the molasses, the brown sugars, the biscuitiness, the earthiness of the hops that just really shines and boosts that roastiness up. God damn, I'm so happy I saved most of it for off-camera enjoyment because it's a winner. It's a winner for sure. Solid 9.6 out of 10 for me. As for presentation, I do love the bottle design. I think that's just badass in my opinion. Sadly, no descriptions on the bottle itself. No ingredients, no IBUs listed, but they do have a more or less clearly labeled best before date. ABV, contains barley, your straightforward stuff, but it just looks badass. As for the website, again, looks fan-freaking-tastic. Tons of information, a nice description of the beer itself, including food pairings right in there, so it's a nice kill two birds with one stone kind of thing. Availability, links on where to buy it, beer nerdy stuff, malts, hops, yeast, IBUs, and special, I guess, fun facts per se. It all works out quite nicely. Overall presentation gets a solid 9 out of 10 for me. Before I leave you guys, if you have any comments, questions, or beers you want to review in the future, you can leave all that information down in the comment box below. If you want to go ahead and like this video or subscribe to me, Mate Brewski, that would be greatly appreciated as well. And with all that said, that's going to do it for me, Mate Brewski. Like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers. Spooky, spooky beers with skeletons. Perfectly appropriate for almost Halloween. As of recording, this is gonna be out later, much later. But oh well, cheers.